Personnel, be aware of any suspicious activity. Security is...
Hey, you okay?
I'm fine. My arms got the brunt of it.
Mm, 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 mm.
You know what they say. It's not paranoia.
If someone is out to get you, yeah. Third time this week. It's getting worse.
It's getting worse. Mm, 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 mm.
Did you talk to security about this?
How can I? For all I know, someone in security is the one doing this. I've scanned...
Sounds like a lot went...
Yeah, I guess. Wait. That's it. You can't possibly be involved in this. You weren't even here during the mutiny. Would you, if you have time? Maybe you could help me. If they start hitting critical systems.
Sure thing. What can I do?
If you could scan these other panels while I fix this one, that'd really help. I've sent the locations to your Omni tool.
Huh.
Just send me the data when you're done.
Reminds me of
No, I'm fine. And I don't know.
the first mission they had
Find out
in
why.
Mass Effect 1.
Be careful. You've already checked the consoles now. Huh. I think you forgot to hit confirm
I think I need to chop down some of this. Let's see what happens if we go to medium. 4K gets heavy. Oh god, I can see all the little choppiness on the floor. Ah. But the frame rates are still kind of bad. I want to be under.
Engineering reports. Hyperion power draw is now at 100%.
Yes, I know the... There you are. Hope the others haven't been giving you a hard time. There's a lot that needs doing. At least us power, my team and I can get more work done.
What sort of problems have you seen on the Nexus?
Situation's gone to shit pretty much sums it up. There's arcs missing. Some idiots tried to mutiny and take over, then more idiots offended my clan, so they left. And to top it all off, the founder of the initiative.
Alright, let's go back.
What happened to Jean Garson?
Killed in the Scourge disaster. Her and a bunch of the other leaders. 10 might know more.
Who is 10?
And I thought the Hyperion had it bad when we arrived. Anything else?
The outposts aren't happening because we don't have resources or people, so Addison's more uptight than ever. My team and I are repairing what we can. If we don't get materials soon, things will go downhill. Fast.
Other questions? Oh, I activated comms by accident.
When we left the Milky Way, the Krogan were still dealing with the genophage.
Right. The genophage. A little gift to our people from the Solarians thousands of years ago. That sterility virus they infected us with left most of our children stillborn. Only 1 in 1,000 survive.
Wow. State of cure?
What about the Krogan here in Andromeda?
There's no cure for it. But my clan was starting to show mutation against the virus. A natural defense. During the trip to get here, Krogan underwent gene therapies to enhance the mutation while we were in stasis.
So you used those 600 years to your advantage. Gave the adaptation more time to develop.
Yeah. It's still early, but I think we made a dent. Our scientists say we've improved viability to almost 4%, which is a lot better than what we had. Beyond all the statistics, it means more Krogan children will live. It's the only way my people have a future out here.
No wonder your people have such a problem with Solarians.
Some wounds never heal. Not that my ancestors didn't provoke it. They did try to conquer the galaxy. The Solarians were forced to respond. And it's not fair to blame it all on them either. The Solarians developed the virus, but it was the Turians who deployed it. I'm hoping that's all in the past. Plenty of blame to go around, but Andromeda is about new beginnings. My people need that more than most.
Nothing more for now.
Later.
Later.
My crew's working on it. We've moved the ops
Later.
center to the top of our priority list. That's it.
Sure. The way he runs is funny as shit to me.
Control the Hyperion.
No, it isn't
It's good
what
to
we
have you
wanted,
here.
but what choice do we have? All right, what happened?
To who?
To whom? And your goddamn father.
Oh.
Sorry, my face is tired from dealing with everything. And right now, I just want to know what happened with Alec.
In the moment, it saved my life. But it seems my father meant for me to get the role eventually.
It isn't hereditary. If we wanted an inbred monarchy, we could have left half our gene stock back home. Not home. The Milky Way. This is home. This mess. We don't have a lot of options, Ryder. Maybe you'll prove your father right. After 14 months of failed colonization, forgive me if I don't hold my breath.
There's also the strange technology. Has anyone studied that?
We've tried. Not me. The brains in research. They're supposed to know their business. The current excuse? The tech we dug up on Mars was more advanced, but it was plug and go. The tech here thinks different? I don't know. We've mostly avoided it. And from what the Hyperion logs say about Alec, maybe that's good.
You called my father Alec. No one does that.
A lot of us joined the initiative because of his vision. What he shared of it, anyway.
Were you friends? Or...
I'm not your new mother, if that's what you're asking. Or his friend. He hated that I didn't use his title. But no one's a pathfinder until they've path-found something. Much like a colonial director without colonies.
Excuse me, Director Addison.
Ryder?
It's Pathfinder.
Nah,
Ryder,
bitch.
we're starving here. If we don't get a foundation of outposts to feed the initiative, we might as well be 600 years dead. Alec promised a lot. None of it panned out. That's what you're up against. Why people won't trust you. Why I don't trust you. Prove me wrong.
Tram technicians, please report to
Oh,
the
yeah.
Hyperion coupling annex.
What the hell? They have an action button even in here? Oh. I wonder what it is that makes this game
Engineering
slightly
up. We
choppy.
are working on accessing more power from the Hyperion.
You know, like chop.
All non-relevant repair requests are currently on hold
Just
until
wrong.
power coupling is complete.
It's not right. It's not fair.
What's wrong?
Oh my, you're... So it's true. A Pathfinder has found us. There's hope at last. Maybe you could help. You're impartial. This whole thing has gotten so political. My husband, he's locked up and slated for exile for a crime he didn't commit.
What exactly was he convicted of?
They don't exile you for petty theft. Well, maybe this bunch would. They say it's murder. They're
Moira.
calling him the first murderer in Andromeda, but the dead man was his friend. He wouldn't have. There are witnesses and evidence, but it's all circumstantial. At worst, it was an accident. His name is Nilken Rensis. He could give you the details if you were willing to
Nilken
speak with him.
Rensis.
Please.
I'd be happy to.
Oh, thank you. I'm sure the jailer will allow you a visit. Please, tell Nilken I love him.
So where is Nilken?
Tempest crew should report to the docking area at once.
Press Y to track? Oh no, that was like a quick one. Journal. How do you go back to all your missions? Nope. Additional tasks? No. Completed tasks. Yes, assignments. First murder. Okay. I get it now. Really don't like the journal setup though. Speak with the prison guard.
Help you?
Pathfinder Ryder, here to see Nilken Rensis.
Ah, our murderer. Wife's here all the time. Guess she told you her sob story. Nilken, you're moving up in the world. There's a Pathfinder wanted to chat with you.
The Pathfinder, huh? They called in the big guns to exile Andromeda's first murderer.
Your wife's all broken up over this. She says you didn't do it, and that she loves you.
She's a wonderful person. At this point, it's too late. They found me guilty.
Why don't you tell me what happened?
I was part of the futile effort to set up a colony on Eos. We were on our last legs, overrun by hostiles, our leader dead. The security chief, Reynolds, my friend, he refused to call for evacuation. I argued with him. Everyone saw.
Last I checked, getting into a spat wasn't against the law.
There's more. He ordered us to regroup and counterattack. We were moving through a sandstorm. I saw movement, thought it was the Ket, and I guess I panicked and fired. A witness saw the chief's chest explode.
Jeez.
I'm so sorry. That's awful.
We were close. He was a stubborn son of a... I admired that about him. But I was enraged when we argued. There's a recording. It's ugly. Everyone's certain I did it on purpose so we could evacuate. Only my word otherwise.
Don't throw in the towel yet. I'll review the evidence. Maybe I can find...
That would be great. You're a Pathfinder. I'm sure Kandros would give you Maybe there's still...
So speak to Kandros.
Engineering reports. Hyperion powered.
I know that look. The others bent your ear, did they?
Something like that?
You get used to it. Just focus on being a Pathfinder. Can't argue. Anyway, welcome to Militia HQ. Excuse the mess. This office fields militia work, Nexus security, and looking for the Turian arm.
What's the word on the Turian arm?
Scattered readings. If you need anything, come see me, even if it's just a...
Moida case.
I spoke with Nilken Rensis, the man found guilty of the murder on Eos.
Yes, our first murder here in Andromeda. I wish it had been our last. When the colony attempts failed, it didn't help spirits that a high-ranking officer was killed by one of our own. The mutiny here on Nexus was probably inevitable, but this acted as a spark.
So there was a trial and he was found guilty?
It was short and decisive. Despite the lack of physical evidence, everything added up. His only defense was, trust me, I didn't mean to do it.
And you assume he's lying?
What's a lie to a murderer? Look, knock yourself out. A key witness, Cassidy Shaw, works in operations. Go ahead and talk to her. As far as I'm concerned, this case is closed.
Goodbye.
Bye.
You and me...
Oh,
The
there.
Nexus versus Colonist Nilken, Evidence 7A.
Hiram! Hiram! They've seized the compound! Call for evacuation!
We're not giving up, Nilken. We're taking it back.
No! I'm not letting your ego get us killed! Even if I have to...
Oh, get him off me! Get him off me!
Shit, that's pretty hard
Be
to
aware of any suspicious activity. Security is on
fight
heightened
against.
alert.
Alright, well, I don't think any of
All right, moving on. Docking clamp.
Cassidy Shaw? I'm Scott Ryder. I'm looking into the Nilken murder case.
Oh man, I thought that was over with. Have you heard the audio recording of their fight?
Yes.
I helped pull him off Chief Reynolds. You could see it in his eyes. He was gonna kill him. Then in the sandstorm, I had a pretty clear view of the chief. He looked right at Nilken and shouted no. Then his chest burst open. I'll never forget it. The look on his face was pure shock.
Reynolds was leading you back to retake the compound. Did you agree with that?
It wasn't my place to agree or disagree. He was ranking officer. In retrospect, it is ironic. If he hadn't been killed, we all probably would have died.
If they'd fought and Nilken threatened to kill him, why was Reynolds surprised?
Fronts fight, say things they don't mean, maybe even hurt each other. But you don't expect your best friend to shoot you. To me, that's the saddest part. The chief's heart was broken right before it exploded.
Did Nilken seem remorseful?
I lost sight of Nilken in the turmoil. When we found him, he seemed in shock. He couldn't speak. He looked nauseated. Could have been guilt. The reality of the act sinking in.
Did you see any Ket in the vicinity?
Nilkin said so, but not that I could see. Still, the sandstorm was severe. Visibility wasn't great.
I appreciate the information.
Of course.
So the...
Tian wouldn't allow a mission to go back for him. Said it was too dangerous.
Tempest crew should report to the docking
Speak
area
with
at
Tad.
once.
Ryder, you may have a less than flattering view of me, but I want to express my condolences for your father.
I appreciate it.
I didn't know him very well, although I understand he played a key role in planning the initiative. I'm sure he'd be concerned that we still have several arcs missing.
Any idea where they went?
Nothing certain, but tens of thousands of colonists are unaccounted. Did you have some other business?
I'm looking into the Nilkin Rensis murder charge.
And?
I want to go to EOS and retrieve Chief Reynolds' body.
That isn't usually Pathfinder business.
First murder in Andromeda, and I'm impartial. Figured you'd want to get it right.
Settling an outpost comes first. But I suppose I have no objections. Physical evidence will only bolster the case.
The more certain we can be, the better.
All right, but let's keep it quiet. I don't want people thinking we're reopening the case. I hope anything you find reaffirms what's been done, but if it sheds a different light, we'll deal with it. We'll send the coordinates of the murder scene. Good luck.
That's all. Thanks for your time.
Of course, as you pointed out.
Speak with the scientists.
Tram technicians, please report to the Hyperion Coupling Annex.
But the planet was toxic. What if they store oxygen in porous tissue, like Quiro's rockfish?
I still reckon they had breather gear stowed in that armor.
You must be the Pathfinder. Wonderful. You and your Sam are exactly what we need.
Thanks, Mr...
Professor Herrick, my colleagues and I will work with your Sam and the data you gather to solve Andromeda's scientific mysteries.
I'm usually out in the field, but I wouldn't mind talking shop. Lab. You know.
You are always welcome.
Not that we've had much to study, with everyone cooped up for 14 months.
But your data on the Scourge flows like poetry. Now we can better advise on repairing the damage it caused.
And maybe Addison will give us a real workspace. Who can think with all this racket?
Engineering update. We are working on accessing more power from the Hyperion.
How do I go
All
to the
non-relevant
mission?
repair requests are currently on hold until power coupling is complete.
Security footage.
Engineering reports. Hyperion power draw is now at 100%.
Investigate all the details to uncover the truth. Investigate murder evidence. Okay, let me put them on to hold.
Tram technicians, please report to the Hyperion coupling annex.
Oh, there's a
Pathfinder, to cover their tracks, the saboteur is overloading power to this panel from another junction relay. You can scan and trace the connective wiring to locate the surrogate panel.
Tempest crew should report to the docking area at once.
still showing on there. Maybe you have to interact with that one physically? I don't know.
Scan and trace the wiring to locate the panel that the saboteur used.
Oh, scan and trace the wiring. Stops upstairs.
Hyperion power draw is now at 100%.
Control. I'm getting some odd automated requests from the station system. Some sort of redundant power relay checks. What's up with that?
Before we removed them from the station, the engineers left some surprises.
They should have done that with the first one.
Scanning power junction relays. This panel is malfunctioning. Without more data, I cannot determine if this is a normal malfunction or sabotage.
I'll just disable power to the panel until Raj can check it out.
Which you do by...
Please be advised that Hyperion docking procedures are now complete.
Oh, he just does it. And apparently I fucked up on this one. Okay, so the wiring starts here. Goes up, yada yada, goes here. Then it stops. Yeah, I gotta start with this one over here.
Engineering update. We are working on accessing more power from the Hyperion.
No.
All non-relevant
This
repair
one I don't have
requests
to
are
follow
currently
any
on
wires.
hold until power coupling is complete.
Meter does that. Investigate Pathfinder.
Tempest crew should report to the docking area at once.
Anything I physically have to do?
Tempest crew should report to the docking area at once.
Do not get it. Oh, unless it's right there. Oh, maybe.
Pathfinder, I received the data from Sam. It really is sabotage.
Any idea as to who it might be?
Sabotage!
Yeah. All these panels were worked on by Zara. I just can't believe it.
Security video logs confirm that Zara Kellis worked on these panels, as well as the one Raj Patil encountered.
Well, shit. Any idea where she is now?
Kellis is currently working on a panel on the
Have unused skills. 6 points. We'll spend it later. Confront the saboteur. Oh my god, get out of the way. But where's the saboteur?
Disembarkation procedures for Hyperion are on hold.
We'll just beat through the information wall first.
Hello, I'm Gian Garson, founder of the initiative. It's through your hard work that the vision of you and all your... Look around at your...
Founder Garson's office is... Please select a topic. Viable planets capable of supporting life are we have few viable planets currently within range. Resource levels are considered at risk. For initiative strategy and Pathfinder coordination, please see Director Jaren Tan. For colonial affairs or outpost status, please. For station maintenance, please contact Superintendent Nakmor Kesh. For militia operations or Apex deployment, please see Tyran Kandros. Integration from the Hyperion is ongoing. Personnel are still restricted to operations.
Okay, so... Oh, it shows an icon going down, so...
Please report to the Hyperion coupling annex.
Downstairs... Ah. Damn, this dude runs fast.
What's the latest about waking people up?
Zarakelis?
Yes?
I have evidence you've been sabotaging the Nexus.
What? No, I'd never... I've been looking into this myself. I have the scans to prove it. Here. I'll transfer the scans I took to your Omni tool.
Funny. Raj was investigating the same thing, and it led us to you.
My scans point at Raj as the one. So unless someone was setting us both up, I just don't understand.
The data Miss Kellis has accumulated is strangely similar to Mr. Patel's. A third party seems likely.
Holy crap. Decoy tactics.
Looks like someone is using both you and Raj to cover their tracks.
They'd need pretty high-level access for that. Still, it's better than thinking Raj could have done this. But it means all the data I have is useless. Wish I had access to the security cams. I bet we could find something there.
You stay put, so whoever did this doesn't realize we're onto them. I'll check out the security cams. Raj, you there?
Yes. How did it go? Is it really her?
Wasn't her. She had proof pointing at you. I figure someone's been messing with you both. Just keep a low profile.
Should have gone there from the get-go. Security footage.
This file is useless. Let's check another. And another scrambled file.
Coincidence seems unlikely.
Let's check another. This file is also corrupted. Definitely not a coincidence. You'd need pretty high clearance to mess with the security camera files. Someone working for Kandros, maybe.
That is the most probable scenario.
Think you can get enough out of the files to find a match using biometric scans, Sam?
The files were badly scrambled, but if I combine all the available identifiers, it might work. Based on the limited information available, we are looking for a human male, assigned either to the Nexus or Hyperion. You will need to conduct scans from close proximity.
Got it.
So how the scan security people in Ops Center? Well, am I in Ops Center now? Is that Ops Center? Pulling affair. Oh, so any of these. Oh, those are weird.
This person is not a match.
Security is on heightened alert.
Inaccurate match.
Obviously, if he has a fucking generic name.
We can start building a bank of
I guess
vaccines.
nobody
once we
here is
get
it.
more
It's not pulsing. the one it could be would be a new ground. Oops, wrong button.
Inaccurate match. Scan results show a partial positive. Target is most likely suspect.
Who is he?
Dale Atkins reports to Kandros' department, assigned to station security.
Thanks, jackass. I love Kenny's support.
Dale Atkins, right? We need to talk.
Look, not to be rude, but I have work to do.
Is that what sabotage is called these days? Work?
You're pretty arrogant for the new kid. You don't even know what's been going on.
Proof says you've been up to no good.
Figures. Screw this. Screw all you hypocrites on this station. You weren't here when they kicked out our loved ones. Mutiny? We just wanted answers. My sister is out there. I don't even know if she's alive or...
I'm sorry for what happened, but setting explosives isn't the answer.
Neither was sending people into exile because they didn't agree with policy. I don't care what you think. The mutiny leaders were right to demand to know what was going on.
You could have hurt people, killed them.
Like those who got killed when the leadership had the Krogan stomp on my friends? I'm done talking. I confess, it was me. Do whatever you want.
Not my call. The Nexus leaders will make that decision.
That lot make a decision? That'll be the day.
Interesting. Okay, so that's how your basic search and explore. So a lot of this stuff is gonna revolve around scanners.
Engineering up. We are working on access.
Okay, so let's see missions. These missions are critical. Additional task. Okay. So how would I do that? It just says investigate it. Doesn't tell me where I'd actually have to go.
All non-relevant repair requests are currently on hold until power coupling is complete.
I can't talk to him, so what the hell am I supposed to do?
Weapons and stuff. I got you covered. Use the console to take a look through what I got. It'd be a lot easier if I weren't missing half my stock.
Ouch. Why am I paying for these?
Half the supplies are inaccessible, what with how we crash-landed and all. And I have to trade with the crooks out there for the rest, so...
Nope, don't have money. How am I supposed to... I guess that's a mission I gotta do later.
Induction procedures are now complete.
Allies and relationship missing. 10 IC fucking fully the various mission. No,
Engineering update.
Valerian would be this one.
More power from the Hyperion.
Torian.
All non-relevant repair requests are currently on hold until power coupling is complete.
Something I can help you with?
Any more information you can give me on the missing arcs?
No, and that is the distressing part. The Asari, Turian, and Solarian arcs are completely unaccounted for. If they had the same problems with the Scourge that we did, I fear the worst. Should you find any clues, please investigate. Without the other arcs, the promise of the initiative can never be fulfilled.
Are there any other arcs we should expect?
We had hoped Quarians would be part of the first wave, but before departure in 2185, we got word they had technical problems with their ship. It seems they're also bringing along Drell, Hanar, and other species as well. Managing all of their biological needs caused complications. We won't see them for some time to come.
What is his role?
As director of the initiative, are you in charge around here or what?
If the others would allow me, they don't see me as the rightful successor.
Good luck.
So how does anything get done?
In theory, Kesh handles the Nexus's physical operations, Kandros runs the militia, and Addison manages colonial affairs. I oversee all of it. In practice, we argue, debate, and yell at each other until a decision is made. If we're lucky. It is maddening.
What's their problem with you?
I am not Gian Garson. Our founder was charismatic, eccentric, larger than life. Traits I cannot hope to mimic. She and her inner circle perished in the Scourge, some at the hands of the Exiles, some never made it out of stasis. I was deputy assistant for revenue management. Then all 7 leaders above me died.
Wow.
I was next in line for the role.
What? I will not.
That's all. Thanks.
Peace.
My pleasure.
Engineering update.
That's all.
Working on
Peace.
more power from the Hyperion.
No, Nin.
Repair requests are currently on hold until power coupling is complete.
This is Ket DNA? Are you sure the scan isn't contaminated?
Pathfinder,
She just
we've had some
teleported.
trouble.
Anything I can help with?
Perhaps.
We need
I
more data
discharged
on
an
life
away
in the
team to
cluster,
get readings from
whatever
a
you can
section of the
find.
Scourge that was behaving anomalously. They haven't reported in for some time, and sensors can't locate their shuttle. I sent them out there. Good, dedicated people. I fear what might have happened to them.
Don't give up
I
hope.
want to know.
When
about
I'm
the
out there,
arc.
Their friends and family will want to know what's...
Oh no, that's like a new task. I know I'm missing
Please be advised that Hyperion docking procedures are now complete.
That's the thing. How?
Notice the handoff there. Too small for lizards.
You'd be surprised. There's also Purvine in the seed bank.
Nobody's making Creeper in Andromeda.
You'd be surprised.
Hey there.
You okay? Those guys really grilled you. And Addison. First Pathfinder they've seen in over a year. All she can do is question your competence?
Which one was Addison again? All politicians look the same to me.
Same here. Next time we'll ask for a seating chart. I worked out logistics with Director Tan. They're giving us a ship and crew. He said their best is taking care of it.
I still need to head back to the Ark and check in with Sam.
Sounds good. While you're there, maybe see how your sister's doing.
Okay, so let's go to Cryo Bay. Let me see, and that gives you access to different bays. Nope. This would meet either. There's a cryo bay again.
I'll make it right, Dash.
Neil McCoy.
I'm Nigel McCoy.
Oh.
Just got out of cryo.
Nigel.
Welcome to Andromeda, Nigel.
Thank you. It's bittersweet, though. My little brother Dash was stationed on the Nexus. I just learned he died on Eos, trying to start a settlement.
That's awful. I'm sorry, Nigel.
Yeah. We were gonna start families out here together. I have a pendant our father wore. Dash had its match. Will you reunite them?
Of course.
In his digital journal, he mentioned a spot on Eos where he'd go to think. If you could leave the pendant there.
So he wants me to grab his pendant. If I track this, where? Information wall. Similar
Hi
to
there.
this one.
I'm Jean Garson, founder of the Andromeda Initiative. I'm here to welcome you to a whole new... The good news is, the hard part's over. We're here. If you have any questions now, just ask.
Presently, Ark Hyperion has arrived in the Helios cluster. Docking procedures with the Nexus. All personnel should see their supervisors for updated task information.
Andromeda Initiative. What?
Ryder.
Hayes, how's the wound?
Doc says I'll live. So this goes from a life-threatening gunshot to a story I'll tell my grandkids someday.
With no need to exaggerate. That was a tough fight on Habitat 7.
Just glad to...
Glad to be on the other side.
Fisher, glad to see you're doing better.
That was some expedition, hey? Captain said I'm going in the log as the first human to make contact with the Kett. And Kirkland's the first casualty. Wish it could have gone differently.
Kett are to blame.
Wasn't your fault. It's obvious the Kett aren't friendly. Nothing we did could have changed that.
I suppose you're right. It's just not what you dream about. Meet a new species and 3 seconds later they're trying to kill you.
Oh, it's funny. Humans are all trying to be peaceful and shit.
Ryder, good to see you. Damn shame about your dad, though. I'm sorry we couldn't save him.
Whoa.
I haven't heard how he died.
Like a hero. That's how. That's the only part that matters. I've met one Pathfinder. Well, 2 with you. But I figure that's the way to go. Taking your last breath on an uncharted world.
Yeah, sounds about right.
Now I just need to make sure your sister here pulls through.
How is my sister?
How's Sarah doing?
Her condition's stable. I see signs of REM activity in the brain, so she's dreaming. Means all the wiring still works.
How'd this happen?
It was dumb luck, really. We hit the Scourge at the worst possible moment, just as the stasis revival was kicking in.
It's a vulnerable moment coming out of a 600-year nap, then wham! Circuits fried and overloaded the neural pathways. Don't worry, I'm on it. We're not losing another rider.
Are you staying here on the Hyperion?
You know that moment when you realize you're just getting too old? Right, look who I'm talking to. Trust me, it happens. For me, it was Habitat 7. Watching you guys running around, dodging lightning and the cat, it's a young man's game. Pains me to admit it, but it's passed me by.
What will you do on the Hyperion?
We still have 1,000, and this way I can look out for Sarah.
How did you end up with the initiative?
Well, you reach a point in life where you wonder, is that all there is? I'd accomplished everything in the Milky Way I could. I was locked into a future of diminishing returns. So coming here was the world's biggest midlife crisis. A chance to wake up in the morning and feel hope instead of arthritis.
That's all, Harry. Thanks.
Don't be a stranger. If anything...
Okay, so he's gonna let me know what happens to Sarah. Operation. Oh boy.
Pathfinder, it's good to see you. Word is there's been trouble on the station.
My God, they have Google glasses. Wow.
We just got here. How did you know that already?
Word gets around.
Does it now?
People talk to me. Anyway, as soon as we establish outposts, everything will even out. I'm sure of it.
The hell?
Have to go now. See you.
You be careful out there.
Cards can point your audience to other videos, channels, your associated website, and can even be used for polls. Plus, they can be seen on computers and mobile devices. To get started, click your channel icon at the top of any YouTube page and click Creator Studio. From here, click Video Manager. Find the video you want to add cards to, click the drop-down arrow, and choose Cards. Now click Add Cards.